Hello and welcome back to more Animeniacs. I'm Devin, with me is Cody.
Hey everybody.
And we're continuing on with My Neighbor Seki, episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Yep.
And, well, I think we can confirm that Yomi's kind of to blame for her own downfalls.
Yeah.
She gets way too invested in Seki's nonsense.
Yeah.
So, first episode is episode 7, Post Office. Seki has set up a professional post office service for the classroom notes. Because I don't know, I don't think we're in that day and age anymore. I think text messaging is now a thing.
Yeah.
But back in the day when we didn't have phones, you had to write down what you wanted to say to your friend on a note and hand it to the guy beside you in hopes that he would hand it off to the next guy and in hopes that it would reach its intended destination.
And in hopes that the teacher wouldn't see.
And all in under the cover of not letting the teacher see, because a lot of teachers would take the note and just read it for the whole class to hear.
Oh.
So, never send anything like private or,
personal.
And one guy is like, I love you, will you go to prom with me, Jessica? Guess the teacher read that out.
Yep. It's like, no.
Oh yeah, I know, Jessica's mortified. Like, thanks, asshole. The rumor my friend told me, I don't know how well I trust this one, but apparently it was a very risque note that the teacher was going to read, but he proofread it first and went, yeah, that's not appropriate for class, I'm just going to burn that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so the episode is about him, Seki, setting up the post office service, and Yomi being like, well, this is the perfect time to send him a note to tell him how much he annoys me in class.
Yep.
And I'm like, can't you just tell him? He's right there.
No, but writes your note and then hands it to him and he's like...
Has to be a certain size. Okay, I shrunk it down. Okay, here, fill out this form to tell me when you want it delivered, how you want it delivered.
And yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. And she's like, why do you have to bring bureaucracy into this?
Fine. Goes hand to him again.
He's closed for the day.
It's like, you can deposit it in the
post box behind you at the back of the class.
Sure enough, looks behind her. Post office box. He got a post office box.
In class, somehow.
Without the teacher being like,
what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. If I was a teacher, I'd be like, Seki, what you doing?
Hey, buddy, what's going on? Why are you setting up a post office box?
And I've noticed you doing a bunch of odd stuff. Stop it.
Anyways, so and she's like, well, the one tried and true method is to leave the note in the locker. I'll have to read it tomorrow morning.
So he sees her leaving it.
Yeah. Which, any other scenario is, that's how you send love letters to classmates.
Yeah.
So, the rumor got sent around that maybe Yomi likes Seki.
Yep. And then we get it
to be continued. Which, they lied to us and it's not continued in the next 2 episodes. There's no follow-up with that one.
Yeah. Lying
So,
bastards.
I can't call them a lying bastard yet, because what if the last 10 episodes or so, it happens and it gets addressed?
I'll call them lying bastards. You don't have to.
Okay. I'm going to play my cards safe. I was like, maybe they'll come back to this because this is a fun joke to explore.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't have high hopes.
Yeah, no.
Next is Shogi, round 2. Shogi game 2. So, Seki has brought the Shogi back.
Yep.
Sets up a everyone against one pawn match.
Yep.
Yomi's like, okay, well, this is pretty much straightforward. I'm just gonna watch my notes here. There's a princess piece. There's no such thing as a princess piece. What's going on here?
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh god, here we go.
And now she's distracted and totally invested in the make-believe story she's going to create for Shogi.
Yep. She just starts banging on this piece.
Yeah.
Starts getting cracked, and we're like, how are you damaging it that bad?
Yeah, you're just smacking it with the other pieces. I don't, like, how hard are you hitting it?
Like, you have a hidden hammer?
Yeah. Every so often, and in class, so every so often you hear, boom, 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 boom.
Teacher's just like, continuing on.
Yeah. And then, this is the one time the teacher calls Seki to read from the book.
Yeah.
This is... So the crux of the story is that apparently a lone soldier has fallen in love with the princess. The king doesn't like that and has ordered his army to kill the pawn.
Yeah.
That is the story we're working with inside Yomi's head.
Yeah, and she finds an enemy piece on the floor, which has broken open to reveal father.
Yeah.
So of course she creates the story, oh, it's the soldier's father.
He's come back to save him after being brainwashed by the army.
Just her about to flick it over, being like,
And Seki puts up the textbook to stop her.
and she calls him a cheating bastard.
You cheating jerk. I'm like, you're not even supposed to be involved.
And this teacher's like, Seki, would you read? And then she's like, yeah, lift the gate.
Yeah. Outside interference has helped this soldier. Now you're getting the teacher involved.
Yeah,
in
I'm
your
like,
story.
oh
No.
And then he lifts the book and somehow has constructed a giant
Wall of
Yeah.
pieces.
like when.
And then just she flicks it through, bashes through everything, and the teacher's like, alright, it shouldn't take you this long to find where you were supposed to read from.
Yeah.
And she quickly goes through, it's like, it's page 35, it's page 35, quick turn to page 35 or we're both gonna get shit.
Yeah. Okay, I'll admit, I also got involved in this.
Yes, you are too involved with Yomi's being too involved.
Which is ironic.
It's such a fun trickle-down effect.
It's like, you wouldn't get in trouble if you weren't doing this.
And I'm getting involved in you getting involved with Yomi's getting involved.
Yeah,
And now, audience, you're getting involved with me getting involved, with Cody getting involved, with Yomi getting involved.
Now try and figure all of that out.
Ah, the chain of events.
Yeah.
This anime creates. So the final one is... Shoot.
Something with knitting.
Oh, just it's knitting.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was totally still on the shogi.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the last one is knitting, and we find out more about Yomi, and she's like a master knitter. She's been doing it since like grade 1.
So she says.
We've never seen her actually do the craft, but she
Yeah.
seems to know her shit.
And she's a little too smug about it.
She's only smug to Seki, who's
Yeah.
supposed to, who in her eyes is an underachiever.
Yeah.
There's no way someone like Seki has sat down and mastered the craft of knitting. He doesn't have the attention span for it, is basically her point of view. But in her head, yes, she is very smug and calling out all his mistakes before he even creates what he's supposed to. So I was like, I'm waiting for when you get your comeuppance and he creates something amazing and you are mind-blowing.
And then finally he finishes. And I'm just staring and I'm like, oh, he made a cactus.
Yeah, he made a cactus.
And then
A
she
plush
goes,
toy cactus.
yeah. And then she's like, oh, this stirs something in me. I'm like,
Does it? Why?
Yeah, it's a cactus.
But the way I see it is like, okay, you criticize the way he knitted it because, yes, the pattern that he chose is a very rough pattern, not really great for any plush toy. Except for a cactus, because it's a very prickly set.
Yeah.
So it's like you criticized him for making a terrible plush toy, but instead he made the ultimate plush toy because it's very realistic to the source.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have to cuddle it. Seki freaks out, undoes his work right in front of her.
Oh, you petty, you pet bastard.
And then she's like, created again.
Yeah, she goes
complete evil psycho.
Yeah, she goes creepy. She's like,
make it again, make it again, make it again, make it again. Seki freaks out and actually holds his textbook up as if he's trying to study.
And he looks scared.
And he is scared. I love the narrator's like, Seki holds his textbooks for what small comfort. It does not work.
No, her stare pierces his soul.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I said this right after it ended. Like, I'm calling it, she's a stalker.
I was like, a stalker's a bit much. I mean, she doesn't follow him around, or at least we haven't seen. But she does get too invested in his nonsense. I was like, he owed you no right to hold that cactus. In his mind, he just made a cactus, and then you suddenly started reaching out for it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part of this anime where it's like, I wish I could know what Seki was thinking or what's going on in his head.
I just like, as soon as he unraveled it, I made the joke, this is for taking my toys.
Yeah, like, it could have been. Like, it's like, hey, remember when you stole my friggin' robots? Yeah, suck it.
I'm like, oh.
But we don't know. And that's kind of the charm as well to this, is that you don't know what's going on in his mind.
So you can, I kind of like that. You can theorize
all you want. Yeah. Nothing's going to be true.
Yeah. Nothing's going to be true. Nothing's going to be false.
Yeah. And it gives us stuff to talk about, so great for a review.
Yeah. He's crazy.
You say that about a lot of people. Seki is unique. If I don't want to label anyone because I don't like doing that, but autism was the first thought that came to mind when I saw the actions of Seki.
Yeah.
And
it's fair. It's possible.
It's likely. How on board I am with that is if you're, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, no.
Is the thing.
No, not really. Still shouldn't be doing it in class.
Like, yeah, the premise is still he's doing things he shouldn't be doing in class, and he's being a distraction for Yomi, but also Yomi is distracting herself by getting involved with Seki's nonsense.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other thing is, we did a shogi again, and I was like, we're only 9 episodes.
Yeah, I was, when that popped up, I was a little worried. Are we going to just do everything over?
I don't think everything, because some of those were pretty one-offs.
Yeah, like the eraser.
The eraser, the drill, the Robo family drill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think everything, but coming back to a gag and redoing another one.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I was like, I'm not sure how I feel because I want to see the wacky shenanigans, and it's him playing shogi again. I was like, there's not going to be that much wackiness. Or
it's going to be wackiness we've already seen.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah.
I like that this one didn't go like, oh, there's like trap holes in the desk. Or
yeah. Be like, oh, cool, we're doing it again.
Yeah. And it might just be this one gag, because if it's just the one gag, I kind of find it funny.
Yeah.
It's a good one to come back to, because the fantasy tales that Yomi tells are kind of fun.
Yeah. Like, oh, they're all getting up on the soldier and beating the crap out of him.
All because he loves the forbidden princess. How can they be so cruel? I'm like, wow, someone narrates their own stories.
Yeah. Are you a fan fiction writer?
Probably.
If so, get better material.
Well, yeah. But I think with that, though, we'll call the episode here. So thank you all very much for listening in. Until next time, have a good one.
Peace out.